Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. I am filming a makeup look today. I'm just gonna talk to you guys and update you slash let you guys get to know me a little bit. And I haven't really posted anything to let you guys get to know me in a while, and I feel like there's a lot of new people here or potentially here. So I am going to just do my makeup and talk to you guys, and I'll talk you through whatever ends up happening. I don't have an idea in mind. I just want it to be pink because it is February 1st today. So I am trying to bring the spirit of love into my life since Valentine's Day is about 2 weeks away. So I have two Jaclyn Hill palettes behind me, and I'm just gonna create a little pink eye look today. I'm trying to not go super dramatic because I've shown up to work 2 days in a row with kind of dramatic makeup, and I feel extra, which isn't necessarily an issue because I am that way, but I also feel like I need to tone it down. So let's just get right into it. I already have my moisturizer on. I'm not gonna prime today because I've just been having so many issues with my foundation laying and staying on my skin, and I don't know what it is because all my foundations I've been using before, it's the powder that's new, and I just don't know what's going on. The IT Cosmetics CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream plus Anti-Aging SPF 50 UVA UVB broad spectrum physical sunscreen. Interesting. What's up, y'all? It has been a hot minute since I have filmed a makeup tutorial and it feels weird. What is new? Let's do a get to know me, I guess. Hello, my name is Deirdre. Someone asked me, I did a thing on my Instagram to sort of prompt myself for this video on things you guys wanted to know. So I'll kind of think my way through those and sort of like assumptions about me, since that's a thing that's going around. Someone asked me how old I was. I am 24 years old. I turned 24 in December. I'm a Sagittarius. Really hoping that my skin can get it together. Not that it matches my neck or anything, but a girl can dream. I live in New Jersey and I work in New York City in theater. I went to Montclair State University. I graduated in 2017, so I'm almost 2 years post-grad, which is wild. I studied costume, hair, and makeup design for theater, and that is what I do. I, right out of college, was freelancing in New York, doing different things, doing wardrobe, costume assisting, designers on off-Broadway shows, or summer stock theater. I've been a makeup artist for like proms and stuff, like a couple people's proms, one person's wedding. And yeah, I'm a certified makeup artist at the Bobbi Brown Studio, which is cool, but I'm trying to find my passion for makeup again and make it more of a hobby and less of my job, because I feel like sometimes when you take your passion and make it your job, it can get a little bit overwhelming. So I'm trying to find the passion in it again, which is why I'm trying to reboot the makeup part of this YouTube channel, because I feel like I lost that over the past couple years. Oh, something I keep getting asked about, this is in person and online. If you don't follow me on my Instagram, go follow me on my Instagram. Shameless self-promotion. I used to work for Disney Cruise Line. That is what I was doing right out of college. I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. The fall after I graduated, I was hired by Disney Cruise Line, and I had spent the last year traveling the world with Disney Cruise Line, and it was an amazing, amazing experience. I was a cosmetologist and costume technician, so I worked in the theater, and I was on board the Disney Fantasy, the Magic, and the Wonder, really. And I had a great experience. It was an amazing time in my life. One of the most challenging things I've ever done as well, but so worth it. And I have resigned. A lot of people keep messaging me being like, wait, why aren't you on a ship? Aren't you on a ship? Are you going back to Disney? And then people are shocked when I say I'm not going back to Disney, even though I thought it made it very clear that I wasn't going back. I was not fired. A lot of people think that I was. I don't know why. I was not fired. I resigned. I left on my own terms. Oh, sorry. I left on my own terms. It was time for me to go and pursue my passions on land. I do not feel any resentment towards Disney, another question I get a lot. I do not feel any hatred. I still love Disney. I am a huge Disney fan. Hello, Chip is literally sitting. I use him to hold my cotton pads and my lipsticks. I love Disney. It is still, I love going to Disney. I'm going to Disneyland Paris when I go to Paris in June. It is still something that I'm quite passionate about, but I no longer work for the mouse. And I am back in New York. I spent the holidays just reconnecting with my family and friends and getting back to normal. Ship life was very, very different from living on land, and I've lost contact, but I didn't really connect with a lot of people while I was there. So I spent December and the holidays really reconnecting with my home life and land life, and getting back to my happy place. And it was great, and I had a really great holiday season. I did the Zoella photo a day, which really made me passionate about my Instagram again, and it was a lot of fun. And I started putting applications out and getting ready to work in the city again, and I have just recently, I'm very excited to announce, I have accepted 2 new positions in New York. So this is the first time I'm saying it out loud. Today I'm going to my 3rd day of training at Jersey Boys off-Broadway as a swing dresser. I'm very, very excited to say. I'm working with my friend Nicole from college, which is amazing, and one of my friends Eden from college as well. And I'm very, very excited for this new chapter to dress more full-time. The last time I full-time dressed a show was right before I left for Disney, and I was the wardrobe supervisor on a small off-Broadway show. So I'm excited to swing on a musical. I'm very, very excited. And I have also accepted a swing role at Juilliard. I'm an overhire wardrobe person for them, so I'll be starting work there next week. I'm very excited. So that is my new venture in New York, and then I'll be picking up day work and things like that around just to offset the days that I'm not swinging. And there we go. Foundation's already on my turtleneck, shocker. Foundation and concealer's on. I have been letting things settle into my skin because I don't like putting powder on too soon because I have a super dry complexion. So I'm gonna move on to brows. Oh, and my brows. I'm using the Ka-Brow by Benefit in the shade 3.5. I don't use this brush unless I fill in with powder and then go to the ends. Recently I've been filling in my whole brow with Ka-Brow, and I kind of like how it looks, and I'm using the Anastasia brush, but any like really stiff, angled brush and a spoolie is fine. So yeah, that's my newest development in my life. January was a little crazy. I was assisting on a off-Broadway show. A lot of people are so shocked that I jumped right back into work, but I don't like not working. It's very stressful for me. I need to constantly have a revenue stream. I don't have great spending habits, something I talked about in my Plan With Me video. So I do need to constantly keep money flow in so that I can get myself back on track. And I don't know, I just don't like sitting around my house. I like going out and doing things and feeling like I'm doing things with my day. That's what I was doing. I opened that show, and that opened last weekend. I had a little sleepover with my friend Alexa because she opened, she was a choreographer on a community theater show. So we both had opening weekends last weekend, which was so cute. It's really amazing to have made friends at college and to see them doing well and pursuing what they are passionate about as well. What else? Oh, someone said an assumption. They were like, "You're a photographer?" ? I'm not a photographer. I'm very flattered if people think that. I do every once in a while get a lot of compliments on my Instagram photos, and they are almost all taken on my iPhone. That's it. I have the iPhone 8 Plus, and I use, a lot of people always ask me what my editing apps are. I edit my photos on Foodie, the food editing app. Yes, you heard me. I started using it on a recommendation from one of the performers at Disney Cruise Line, and it has literally changed my Instagram game. I feel like my Instagrams look so much different than they did. And I love it. I love the presets that it has. They're so funny. It's like yummy, sweet, crispy. My favorite ones are in yummy. And there is so much room for editing inside of the filter, and I love it. I feel like it really does enhance the photo. And then anything that I can't do in Foodie, like if I need to skew the photo or rotate it or something, I go into Visco to do any extra stuff. And then if I want to do extra facial things like whiten my teeth or fix a blemish or like smooth out a wrinkle or something, I'll go into Facetune. A good old iPhone and really good lighting because I was working in the Caribbean and Europe. And then the holidays, it was a little bit easier too to take photos because all of New York is lit by the amount of light that's pouring out of skyscrapers plus the Christmas lights. So that's that, and that's why I haven't been taking any content photos, because I'm like, I need lighting. I'm slowly but surely figuring out the content that I want to put up on this channel and whether I want to keep my YouTube channel. Every couple of months, I go through a phase where I'm like, I'm done with my YouTube channel. It was a lot of fun. It was a cute little hobby that I had in college. It's too much of my time. I can't focus on it. I feel like it hasn't grown at all, blah, blah, blah. And then I get an idea for a video and I'm like, just go film that video, Georgia. And I also love travel vlogging when I go on trips and stuff like that. I love editing those videos together and putting them up and rewatching them back. I'm going to work a little bit more this year at the types of videos that I put up. I do want to put up more makeup videos, using things in my kit. I feel like the thing with me is I don't try a lot of new products. I very much like fall in love with something and I will rebuy that until the day I die. Like I just rebought the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation for probably the 10th time since it came out a couple years ago, because I know it works for my skin, and the It Cosmetics one, this is like the 3rd or 4th time I repurchased it. I rarely purchase new foundations because I'm just too scared with my skin and my coloration. And I get that way about so many things. Like Champagne Pop has literally been the only highlighter I've used since it launched, and that was 4 years ago. So I do want to branch out a little bit into some other makeup brands this year, but I also just want to create more stuff with what I have. I feel like I get very, like if I'm getting ready for work, I just get ready for work and go. I don't really create new looks. So I think that's what I want to work on this year. Also, my brow game needs to get stepped up. So I feel like if I have to film videos, then I will actually work on my brows. I'm tired of spending money on people doing them when I feel like I could just learn how to do them myself. And then I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia brow gel. I do like this. There are a lot of brow gels out there, and I know a lot of people rave about e.l.f.'s, and it's like $3. So, things I will probably not be repurchasing. This brow gel. Just for the price tag. I will be wearing a turtleneck to work today. Like, hello. Ugh, that's the problem with this. This is Fair Light. This is a new shade they came out with, and I thought it was gonna be my shade because it looked pink. But it's not light enough. It's still, like, this is my tan. Like, if I was to tan, this would probably be my tan color. Oh well. My main New Year's resolution that I'm annoyed at myself for falling off from, but I know why I did, because anxiety sucks. I said that I would do 30 days of yoga, the 30 days of yoga challenge with Adrienne, and I really fell off, like, around day 10, I think. To get real with you guys, my anxiety hit me like a ton of bricks and I couldn't leave my bed for 2 days. And then work got so insane. I was leaving my house at 8:30, 9 a.m. and I wasn't coming back. Some days I was coming back around 6, but I was so tired because all day had been a cardio workout shopping for the show that the idea of doing a yoga session was not something that sounded appealing. I'm really mad at myself for falling off of that. So I'm just continuing where I left off. Some days I do 2 a day to sort of catch up with myself. I think I'm on day 18. now that my schedule is getting a little bit more regimented, I'm figuring out what I can and can't do, which is good. And yeah, that's that. Oh, the blush I just used is Umber by Beauty Counter, the cream blush. But yeah, I am really mad at myself, but I also am trying to not be too hard on myself and just pick myself up and keep going. That's the thing about this year, is I don't want to get discouraged and then just stop altogether and then pick up in like June. Do what I gotta do to get healthier. So I think I'm on day 18 now, and I'm just gonna try and finish that out as quickly as possible and then pick up the dedicate videos that she does. And I really do want to do one yoga session a day. The other problem is I've been having a lot of physical health issues. I developed tendonitis in both of my hips, and I've been going to a chiropractor. I've seen my podiatrist about my orthotics that I've needed my whole life. So that's the other part of it, is that I got very into fitness in college, and even on the ship, like I wasn't like a gym rat or anything, but I do like going to the gym, and having pain throughout my entire back and like waking up in pain or ending my day in pain doesn't make me want to work out. It makes me just want to lay down and make the pain stop. So I am trying to find that balance of what is good for me and what my body needs to be in like a better physical place. So yeah, that is what we are working on in 2019. I read 2 of my 4 books. I read The Lady's Guide to Vice and... Nope, switching. I read The Lady's Guide to Piracy and Petticoats, which is the second book to A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. 10 out of 10 would recommend both of those. And then I read Tina Fey's autobiography, Bossy Pants, which was very fun. I was going to read The Geeks Shall Inherit the Earth, I think is what it's called, and Sacred Powers, but after I started Sacred Powers, I want to get the physical book. I don't like reading it on my Kindle, so I'm going to save that for March. And then the Geeks one I thought was going to be like a funny high school novel. Turns out it was more like a research book, so it was a little bit more dense than I was expecting. So I did 2 books in January, which I'm totally fine with, and I have my list of 4 books for February. I'm reading all books about love, which is very exciting. So I'll be going out and either getting them on my Kindle or getting them in person this weekend so that I can start that round. And I am going to strive for 2 to 4 books a month, because with my commute it is possible. Just remembered there's an eyeshadow in here that I love using as a highlighter, so that's what I'm going to do today instead of Champagne Pop. It is the Cashmere shade. Yep, using my viewfinder. Come for me. Okay, moving on to the eyes. I'm going to combine shades out of the Jaclyn Hill Original Morphe palette, and this is the Ring the Alarm palette, I think. I'm gonna start off with Pukey. It's the only shade I know the name of. Those are the only resolutions that I've sort of gotten a start on, and I'm not mad. January was a very tough year job-wise and work-wise, that my personal life really took a back seat, and that is something that I'm going to work on in 2019. It's something I had a really hard time with when I graduated college and when I was at Disney, was separating work and personal time, and I want to make a clear definition between my work life and my personal life. Also, with my lid, I put the concealer and foundation over it with my Beauty Blender when I was applying it earlier, and now I'm just applying everything over it. Yes, it was creased, and yeah, I'm like decreasing it with my eyeshadows. It's just kind of how I roll. It's funny because I definitely do my personal makeup differently than I do on clients. Because on me, I like kind of don't care sometimes. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever. Whereas on clients, I like take my time and meticulously do things. Okay, why is this so much darker than this side? What did I do? And that really is the hardest thing about freelancing, is that I'm trying to look at the camera as I'm doing my eyes. The hardest thing about freelancing is you need to constantly be booking jobs so that you constantly have an income, but it does come with a lot of sacrifices. It's not the same as an office job where you have your office hours, and if you do overtime, you do overtime. It's the freelancing life, and a lot of people don't talk about it because it's a weird industry that a lot of people don't know about. Okay, up next, what am I gonna take? Do I like this shade? Yeah, sure, why not? What is it called? Buns, and deepen our crease with it. It's like a cool tone brown. Valentine's Day, right around the corner. I don't really care. I'm single. Yes, that's another question I get asked. I am single. Again, the whole job and my personal life typically means I don't date because my job runs my life. And yeah, I'm actually working on Valentine's Day this year, so, and for most of Valentine's Day weekend. I think I have like tentative plans with one of my other single friends for the weekend of Valentine's Day, but for the most part, just kind of ignoring that holiday this year. Just spreading love. Like I said, with my vision board, I'm trying to manifest more love into my life, so I'll just be spreading love to all my family and friends. It's so weird, this week is the first time I've like sat down and meticulously done my makeup like 3 days in a row, because I typically do not have time. I have like 15 minutes normally, and most days I don't even wear makeup because I like to sleep. Yes, I clean up with my beauty blender. I am not precise with my makeup. It's framed from this palette. Same brush, and I just take a very little amount. Let's see, getting to know me. I do have siblings. I have a younger brother and a younger sister, and a dog. Her name is Ellie, and I feature her on my Instagram stories quite a lot because I'm obsessed with her. She's the cutest dog in the entire world. I'm sorry, everybody that thinks your dog is the cutest. You're wrong. It's mine. She's the best. And I love her to death. And she is 8. Her birthday is the day before mine. Very cute. We rescued her 4 years ago. 5 years ago. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. 5 years ago, in April, I think, April or May, we adopted her. And she is the light of my life. I love her so much. And I actually did a video with her, like the pet tag or whatever. So if you want to see that, go check it out. You can get to know her. I don't know why I keep trying to dip into the palette that's on my lap. I need the palette that's in my hand. And yeah, I am living with my parents. I'm 24 and I live at home, which is totally fine. This is such a subject that I feel like needs to be talked about because we're in an age where a lot of people are moving out and living on their own. And for a long time, I knew a lot of people that lived with their parents up until like 26, 27, like really saved money so that when they moved out, they just like moved out, started their lives and everything. But recently I have like it's sort of split. Like half my friends are still living at home, half my friends have their own places. And not a single one of them shames me or shades me or any of our other friends that still live with our parents. They're like, that's amazing, like you do you, I just couldn't with my commute, or for whatever reason they've moved out. It's like everybody else, they either expect you to be moved out, which you don't know my financial situation, you don't know my home life, like you don't know me, so don't tell me what to do. And or they're like, why haven't you moved out yet? Like, that's so weird. You still live with your parents, blah, 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 blah. We need to stop with this idea that people need to have their lives together by the age of 23 because it's just not reality. It is a complete fantasy. If you have your life together at 23, congratulations, but there is definitely something not right. There's not a single person I know that doesn't have something going on, and that's the tea. I am so proud of my friends that are moved out and have their own places and have their own apartments, or like live with roommates or whatever, but that's just not my reality. I need to live with my parents for financial reasons. And I feel like there are so many people on Instagram and YouTube that moved out early, like right after college, in college, and it's sort of the expectation now. And I would like everybody to calm down and let everybody live their own lives. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, I still live with my parents, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I am trying to save up money so that when I move out, I can do it right. I'm also trying to pay off my loans as much as possible so that when I move out, I don't have to pay as many of my student loans and I can focus on other life price tags. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think that's really pretty. Okay, now for choosing the pink shade. What shade is this? Sissy. It's so pretty. I never do pink looks. There was like a minute there where I was super inspired by In the Fro because she was doing this pink look for a while. It's like 2 years ago. That's probably the last time I wore pink eyeshadow because between my complexion and my hair, it's a very difficult thing for me to pull off. Oh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. I feel like the camera isn't picking up what I'm seeing in person. I'm gonna deepen, sorry. I'm gonna deepen my crease a little bit. Sometimes I like to lay my base down in my crease and then put the shimmer and then sort of go back in and add more as I see it's needed. So I'm gonna go back into Pukey. So yeah, that is all I have to say about living at home. And it's weird because I am very independent and I lived at school all 4 years of college. I had an off-campus apartment my last 2 years rather than a dorm. And then the past year, obviously, I've been living away at sea. So it was an adjustment for me coming home and reliving with my family again because my sister's in middle school, so she's on a completely different schedule to me. My brother's still in college. My parents both work. So it was an adjustment for us all to figure out how we were gonna cohabitate the same place again. We're figuring it out slowly but surely. I've always said, like, especially once my brother and I started becoming, or at least I started becoming a little bit more independent, it became a little bit harder for us all to live together just because our personalities, love them. I always say this, I love my family to death. I would do anything for all my family members, but living under the same roof 365 days a year, we're not that great at it. It's just the way our personalities are, and a lot of it comes down to like the lifestyles that we live. My eyes are literally two different shapes, so I try and make them look exactly the same, but they're just never gonna look identical. Okay, I'm gonna stop there before I ruin it, and I'm actually gonna take a little bit of the shade that's next to Sissy called Faint and just put that in my inner corner. Oh goodness, okay. Eyeliner, ooh! Oh my god, hello. Is that what we needed? I don't know, we'll find out. Get to know me, What do people like knowing? I don't know. Covered the dog and my siblings and work, Disney. That's the main thing. It's the main thing a lot of people have been asking me about. It's, when are you going back? Why aren't you on the ship? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, done. People always ask me questions about what it was like living and working on a cruise ship, and I definitely want to do videos addressing that because it is, I didn't realize how big of an industry it was and how many people do it. Like Disney has 4 ships and the 2 small ones have a crew of 1,000 to 1,500 people and the bigger ships have 2,000 people. So Disney alone on its ship has 6,000 employees, and that's only on the ship at one time. That's not counting the people that are on vacation, the people that they're hiring, like freelance contracts. Like there are people that come on just for special events. So there are so many employees only by Disney, and Disney is not the only cruise line company. And it's I definitely recommend it for young people that want to travel and see the world. It's not an awful experience, depending on who you ask, and where you're going. But it is something I would like to talk about and let you guys know about, because I felt like I didn't want to talk about it or make a lot of videos while I was still working there, because there were so many rules with HR. Like I could not show you guys my cabin. We cannot take photographs or videos backstage. There were so many places that I could not film that I just didn't feel comfortable making videos at all while I was there. Because I didn't want to lose my job over it. I did like my job while I was there. But now that I no longer work for the company, I will talk about almost whatever I want to talk about. I do still have integrity for the company. I do still have personal moral integrity, so I'm not just gonna give away all of Disney's secrets, because then I could get into a lot of trouble. I'll be honest about certain things, like what it was like to live in a cabin, the food was like, and things like that. So thumbs this video up if that's what you want to see. I really need to figure out my filming situation, because I used to have my desk and the camera behind my desk, but recently I swung it around on the wall, and now I feel like I either need to move it back or get a small like folding table or something to have out, because it is so uncomfortable turning to the side and having the desk is like right at my elbow, and I just feel like I'm cramped into a small space, even though I am not. There's actually so much space in my room. So we're gonna figure this out. I'm also still redesigning. I want to repaint, and I have a bunch of stuff in here that I need to either sell or give away or put into a storage situation. Just figure out. I'm using the Beauty Counter Voluminizing Mascara. I love this mascara so much. Like, can you see? It really is voluminizing. Like, my bottom lashes look so much longer and beautiful. Ugh, I love this mascara so much. My only complaint about the mascaras and the eyeliner from Beauty Counter is that they are absolutely 100% not waterproof. It's actually a real struggle. Especially in winter, my eyes get super watery when I walk outside, and I forget every day. Every day I forget that my eyes get watery. And so I put a little wing on, even if it's just a little baby one, and then I step outside and I'm like, oh no, there it goes, all down my face. I don't know if it's something in the formula of a waterproof mascara that Beauty Counter hasn't been able to make it yet, and eyeliner. But I truly hope that is coming soon, because I cannot deal anymore. I pulled out false lashes, but I feel like I might just go natural today. Now we have to play the game, which of Deirdre's fingers is clean? Okay, moving on so you don't have to look at my crusty lips anymore. So sorry. I'm using the Whipped Caviar NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. I love these lip liners so much. These and ColourPop are hands down my favorite lip liners. I always try and talk when I'm applying my lips. And I'm using the Belle lipstick by ColourPop. Nice pink shade. I don't know what's happened to me. I used to be so good at my Cupid's bow, and now I'm a mess. Also over here, what's going on? Okay. And then, because I'm extra and I wanted to do an ombre lip today, I'm gonna go into my Anastasia lip palette and take the shade white shade on my finger very lightly, just dab it into the center. It's a super easy way to get like the ombre effect of like a light center and everything. Okay, I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. Final step is setting spray and then I'm done. Gosh, I just feel so like with this stupid desk here, I'm just like, oh. And I use the NYX matte finish setting spray. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything that I didn't talk about that you guys want to know about me, I would love for you to get to know me, and I would love to get to know you. So please give me some interesting facts or just random things so that I can get to know you guys a little bit down in the comments down below. And let me know if you like this makeup look. It'll be over on my Instagram. I'm gonna go take my Instagram photos now. And yeah, that is everything I have for you guys today. I hope you're excited. I will be uploading a lot more in 2019. No filming schedule as of right now. My life is just a little crazy and I cannot promise that I can get a video up every single week, but I will be uploading. So make sure that you're subscribed so that you know when. Also follow my Instagram because I will always post on my Instagram when I have a new video live. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful February. Get ready for a couple Valentine's Day videos because I do have a couple in mind. So I will be uploading a little bit in the next couple weeks. And that is everything I have for you today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That way I know that you did enjoy it. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited. And that's it. I'm rambling at this point. I gotta go. I just keep not looking at the camera. Okay, that's it. All right, bye.